Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Entre Luna y Sol. Today's episode is titled A Quién le Debes. My name is Victor, and I will be your keeper today. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be bringing you much joy and suffering. And let's introduce the rest of our cast. Starting on our left, Maria.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maria. I use they and she pronouns. You can find me on the internet at Happy Capster. Tonight, I am playing Mac Eloisa, who uses they, them pronouns, and is the mundane of this party. Also, everybody who's watching, make sure you look at the screen because we have our character art this week that looks really nice and it's beautiful and amazing. Okay, thank you.
We should have a shout out for Levi, who is the wonderful artist who has made this art.
Yes. Ravon.
Okay.
I was like, who's next?
You.
Hi. I got distracted by the beautiful art. Hi, I'm Revo. My pronouns are he, they. Tonight I'm going to be playing Vicente V. Belmonte. His pronouns are also he, they. And he is the spell slinger.
Hola, everybody. I go by Diana Moon Online. I use she, her pronouns. I am playing, as I try to remember my own character, Remy Angel Chicote, but you can call them Remy, he, they pronouns. They are the monstrous, and they can get very monstrous if you ask nicely.
I was just gonna sit here in the corner for a second. Hi, I'm Rena. Today's a very few pronouns they pronouns day. I will be playing Huli, who uses he, she, they pronouns and is the spooky of our party, and is extremely worried about everyone always.
I don't know why you.
As
I don't know why you
Huli
gotta be
should be.
worried. I don't know why you gotta be worried about any of this.
I'm gonna smack you upside the head, Mac. Not Maria, Mac.
Mac's gonna just disappear. It's fine.
It's okay. The eyes will see you, Mac.
Stop! Wait, hang on. I forgot about these. Are things I forgot about.
Let's do a
where's our
quick recap. So we got to meet our wonderful set of hunters last week, in which they were called to the community center that is holding a block party for the neighborhood in Puerto Sol. And they were told by a very tech deficient but strong-willed leader of the community center, Oscar Valiente, that their financial manager has not been picking up their phone for 3 days. Now, Oscar couldn't explain why he couldn't go there himself, but he seemed very desperate to have the hunters go check in on our wonderful friend Cassandra Perez. Now, once all of our hunters got there, they saw that the door had been practically torn off its hinges and then badly repaired. And before heading towards the home, they spoke briefly with Abuela Carla, a very frustrating elder in the community, who Juli discovered is terrified and alone, but also way too angry to accept any assistance after a little bit of a badly handled conversation with V. When they approached the home, Remy decided to break down the door in the middle of Mac being a little sneaky and going down the very tight alleyway towards the back of the home. Mac experienced some gross clay dripping onto their head. And while everyone investigated a little bit from the front with an awful odor, Mac opened the back door and saw a terrifying creature with clay that dripped off of its body continuously, a six-legged beast that looked kind of like a dog, which Mac immediately left behind. However, Juli, noticing that Mac was gone, charged forward to draw the attention of the beast and started a fight. Remy got a taste for its magic. Powerful but dangerous. V unleashed some wonderful fire magic from an empty tea bottle, testosterone, not the drink. And then Mac, our terrified mundane, ran forward to protect Juli and help this creature go down. However, in the meantime, it seems that something has marked Mac, leaving behind a strange sigil that disappeared on their hand of an eye. You all stand inside of Cassandra Perez's house. The hallway light has been turned on, and there is a decaying clay creature on the ground. You guys have pulled out of the clay creature newspaper bundles with cow tongue that you know has been used in dark magic. Now that things have been lit up, you guys can see that it looks like someone has ransacked this house. Someone has left the refrigerator door open that has added to a foul smell. Meat has spoiled in the refrigerator and is half dragged out of the refrigerator, raw meat. Some of it looks chewed. There is a desk that looks fairly unbothered. There's some herbs on it scattered, some bottles on the ground, but it looks like someone used that desk to work with herbs. And there's of course the unlit and very awful scent of the clay permeating from the darkened bedroom. My question is, are you guys going to thoroughly search this place? Or are you guys doing a quick once over after that fight?
Juli does not want to search this place. They won't stop anybody else who wants to, but like Juli wants to call Oscar right now and be like, what the fuck?
V is very disturbed by the sight of dark magic and the meat and the place in its entirety, he would like to do a thorough search while the others are giving a call to Oscar.
Okay.
Remy would
V.
prefer everybody to leave quickly for no ulterior reasons, of course, safety first and all that. But because they don't know this person as well since they're more of the newcomer, and they see this, they're not disturbed because they're like, this is a site, like they've seen this site unfortunately in past travels and such, and but they do care about V, so they're like, all right, well, if I help V, we'll finish this faster, So, but they also don't want V to get hurt.
Got it. How's Mac feeling? Can we get some eyes on Mac?
Yeah, eyes on that.
I think Mac is just like looking at the back of their hand where this eye was and is no longer. And maybe it would have been a little there was a lot that happened in this short period of time, and they kind of just look more confused than anything else in this moment. And trying to just convince themselves like, oh, that was probably just in my head. It's been a long day. And just kind of like rubbing the back of their hand with their thumb to just feel and see.
Yeah, you can feel the grit of the clay sort of like coming off as you rub over it. I'm sure it was just like a weird light thing on the clay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maria, I would like for you to write down somewhere that on your next mundane roll, I will give you a +1. Or not what is it? It's not mundane. It is cool. On your next cool roll, I will give you a +1. But on your next weird roll, I'm going to give you a -1. So just keep that in mind,
Which it's
your
really,
delusions, they can help you out.
it's really
you.
great.
Also, I did just realize, like, you said it's been a long day. I think it's like maybe 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Honestly, you went straight in the morning, you just hopped the bus, it's closer to noon.
Oh god.
And
Cool.
you're covered, Huli especially is covered in clay. Very nasty smelling clay.
Lee's very unhappy.
Oh, we are gonna take a moment. Sorry. Zeph, thank you so much for donating $15. I noticed that in your message you didn't say what you wanted. So let me know.
Yeah. What a week, it's Wednesday, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's probably around noon, to be completely honest. So while Mac is the Lulu, I'm gonna have V roll investigate a mystery. It's +sharp, unless you have a move that lets you use something else.
Good. I was reminding everybody things, and then I forgot to pull up one sheet for myself. Okay.
We help.
Ain't
Here
that
for it.
how
Love
it be?
Yeah. Okay. So it's sharp. Okay. Cool. Unless I have a thing that does the thing. Nope. Okay. We're gonna.
You got a +1. You'll be fine, I'm sure.
That's a 6.
All right. Well, perfect, because Diana said Remy was going to try and help out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to help. I think.
Is help out cool?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I have
Yes.
to...
Yes, it is.
Helping out's so cool. Everybody should help out.
It's the
Everybody should help
coolest.
Yeah, with a -1, baby.
With the -1.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
That is 8 - 1, so 7. I get to help. I'm still cool.
All right, yeah. So
I think the way I'm helping out is I'm pointing out, like, kind of muttering under my breath, not necessarily so that no one can hear. So V can hear. It's like, oh no, that's just like, like child's play, Validora. You don't have to worry about it. Like, just like helping them narrow in on what to look out for.
Okay. So V, you get one question.
And that one is investigate a mystery, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I have something special for Remy. Because you rolled a 7. And I'd help out you expose yourself to trouble or danger if you roll a 7.
No luck point.
Well, we did get clarification that $15 was a luck point.
A luck point for one of the characters.
Thank you.
I'll let you use it right now if you like. One of you. Probably Remy to make unless Diana wants that mess, we can save it.
We
good.
love mess here.
Oh, that's true. We could just have it as like we could just have it as like a pool, and whoever we decide, yeah, and then we
And
don't have to worry.
I would like to ask the question. For the black magic and like the dark magic, I want to. What happened here? I feel like is a good start for this.
Perfect. Give me a second to get that ready. In the meantime, Juli, you're calling Oscar? Are you calling Oscar inside the house or outside the house?
Actually, Juli is inside the house because they've got their phone propped up like on the sink and are like desperately trying to also wash off the mud.
I think Mac would maybe clock that. Because they've been kind of paying attention to not really paying attention to anything, but I think once Juli like starts moving, I think Mac like comes back to wherever the present kind of is, and we'll like follow you to the kitchen, and then see that you're trying to wash it off, and we'll go over and like try to help you. Get the mud off of like your back or like your hair or something.
Thank you. Just reaching up, patting him on the head. Okay, we're calling Oscar, and let's see if he even picks up.
He actually picks up really fast. Instead of seeing his face though, what you see on the image is the beach. Lovely crag of rock. And the roar of the ocean over it. Hola!
Oscar, ¿qué estás haciendo?
Estoy buscando a Cassandra y estaba en la playa.
Mac will like wait because this is like FaceTime-ish, right?
Yeah.
Mac is gonna like
there's just the beach though.
Okay.
Oscar's not showing the space.
Mac is gonna like lean a little bit and whisper to Juli. What did you say?
What did I say?
Yeah.
I asked what I asked what Oscar is doing.
Oh,
because I was wondering why he's at the beach.
Yeah, I'm at the beach.
Hablas en inglés por Mac.
Okay.
Hi. And I just like wave at the phone, even though he's obviously not there.
And he's just like, I at the beach, cause Cass always at beach. Like the beach. No, yeah.
Juli's like gonna hold up like a mud covered hand and just algo pasó aquí.
Aquí a donde? Why you at Ray's pottery class?
We are
I told
in
you
Cass.
go to Cass house.
We are. Mira, I'll grab the phone and like turn it around to show kind of how fucked up the house is looking. I'm gonna pause real good on that fridge so that Oscar can like really see it, and then put it back, like put the phone back on the sink. You need to explain yourself.
You hear like a very like shocked breath, and it's shaky. And it takes a moment for him to speak at all. And when he does, he's like, Cassandra, what? I don't understand. She no speak for me for 3 days.
She's not here.
Did you know if she was doing anything?
No, she seemed fine. She happy.
Oscar, trae tu pinche culo aquí ahorita.
Puedo ir, but I can't.
I told him to get
I
his
know
ass
can
over
go
here.
in the house. Is
¿Qué, eres un vampiro o qué?
no que hay un magia ahí. Hay un promesa.
Okay.
It's a promise. It's a magic promise.
Okay. We will meet you at the centro. Vamos al centro, nosotros.
I think I find something here.
En la playa?
Yes. She always come here. You don't understand. ¿Qué encontraste en la casa? What did you find? What else? Is that it? Just nothing else?
I will take the phone and I will just start giving the tour of like the meat pile, the mud, the desk.
Gotcha.
I think once
right there.
Once we get to the front,
Sorry.
but I'm gonna just clarify where Mac is headed, because Mac is following Huli until they get to like, because is there a second story, or is this all one story?
This is all one story.
Okay.
There's the living room, it has lights on, and then there's the bedroom.
Okay.
That's still dark and has that smell coming from it.
Okay.
Where you saw the creature before it had burst out.
Okay. I think Mac then, if Huli is giving the tour, that's where Mac is gonna stop at that door, but for the bedroom. Okay. And also maybe be a little like peering out the back door that they definitely left open.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna pause right there. I'm gonna come back to you. V. You asked what happened here. Something. You can see where the clay is, right? Besides the like sort of like a bit of clay from the end of the meat trail, most of it is focused like at the edge of the door and where the clay creature had come out. The rest of this destruction was something else. You can see that there is large destructive claw marks on the couch. And then you can follow the destruction towards that desk.
Right.
On that desk, you found several dried herbs and powders.
Yeah.
From your brujeria, you can recognize some of these herbs, and most of them are like vaguely poisonous.
Okay.
You recognize ergot and monkshood, maybe more commonly known as aconite.
Oh my god. Okay.
Or
Okay. Wolfsbane.
Yes. And then you might recall that Abuela Carla always complained about Cassandra's dog.
Always at night.
Yes.
It's sort of.
So-
Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
For V, it's sort of like he's picking up the herbs and he's. Oh shit. Oh shit. And he sort of whips around. He looks at Remy and he's. Don't touch. Don't touch. And he goes looking for Huli.
Remy can't help but like lean
Holy, you're
forward.
muted, by the way.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Can't help but lean forward as like V leaves to like sniff, but does not touch. But just like,
Hey, ¿qué te dije? ¿Qué te dije?
Oh, Remy, you're taking like a deep whiff?
Not a deep, but very shallow.
Okay, alright. So, the herbs smell like herbs. They're mostly well bottled, and the stuff that is dried on the table, it's not really gonna like give you like go up your nose and kill you. But what you do smell, even with a shallow sniff, is the scent of power in this creature. You can tell that it's getting weaker and more foul the more time you're taking. You can feel that ticking clock.
I wish there was the Urban Shadows move to like, keep cool here. Like just
More
like
keep your cool.
yeah,
Different kind of cool
I
in this
mean,
not
universe.
do something.
Act
you know?
under pressure then for me.
Ooh.
If you're feeling
act
that
under
much- that
pressure
much
to
of a
not
push.
act under pressure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Act under pressure to keep your calm, baby.
I got a 7. So with my -1, so yeah. So
Yeah.
barely, just barely.
Okay. Remy, you suddenly have the idea that if everyone is searching, you can probably make an excuse to dig out the core of that clay creature under just I'm just trying to help so we can look at it later and try and draw magic from there. However,
Mhm.
you don't feel like you can draw a lot of magic without being sort of noticed. You already know it feels so good to draw it in, but then you feel very bad afterwards. The marks are obvious. But this would give you a chance to take the power sooner rather than later.
I think Remy's going to do it partly because they're a little bit addicted at the moment, but also like I can give this to my jefe and maybe they'll tide them over, and
Oh yeah.
focus. Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, I think they don't like, use their raw hands to like dig it out. They're like, no, we'll be safe and like get some cloth or whatever to like, move it and such.
Gotcha. So Remy's doing what Remy's doing. V, what are you telling Huli?
I go straight toward Huli and Mech. I see they're on the phone clearly with Oscar. Sort of. I hate to interrupt, but I found some stuff at the table, and I'm worried.
What did you find?
I found some. Hey, ask Oscar. Was
I'm just gonna turn the camera to you.
oh,
And then you see
hi.
the beach. Because Oscar doesn't know how to turn it around.
¿Qué está haciendo en el playa? En la
Actually,
playa.
V and Mac, if you've had some time to look at this, you guys know this part of the beach.
Yeah.
It's not a nice part. It is
Mm.
all rocks. It leads to some of the shallow coves and deeper caves along the cliffside.
The part of the beach Huli never goes to.
Mm.
I wonder why.
Mm.
V sort of nudges Mac. He nudges them, and he says, "You know that spot, right?"
kind of peer around. Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not a good place to be though.
No,
Mhm.
Usually,
we don't
unless
go
you know
there.
what you're doing.
Not in the
Oscar, do you
cave.
know what you're doing?
Oscar's like, no, but I have to find Cassandra.
Maybe you don't go by maybe you don't go by yourself though,
Yeah,
because you could fall in and then nobody's gonna get you out.
or it'll take a while to get you out.
I'll be fine. And that voice sounds full of something.
Is it like weird? Does it sound
It's-
doesn't sound like Oscar,
So Oscar
right?
usually finds sounds exhausted
Yeah.
or like frustrated. This is confidence running on arrogance, like bumping up against arrogance. It's not a tone that he usually takes. You usually hear that much more with Nena.
Dime la verdad, ¿eres un vampiro como Edward pinche Cullen o qué?
¡No soy vampiro!
Es un vampiro.
No soy vampiro. Mira,
Okay.
V, what did you find?
I found herbs and not the good kind. I'm talking about Wolfsbane, Brookwood. I'm talking about poisonous stuff. Like the stuff you shouldn't be using.
The stuff you no use if you human.
Which I V turns to Juli, which reminds me, Abuelita Carla, she was talking about a dog. There was something else here. And it wasn't just that. Because I was looking, and there's that, but then there's everywhere else. Juli, something's up.
What?
And it's up with Cassie. Like, it's not just the monster. It's something else.
¿Qué quieres decirme, Mac?
You don't think that maybe? I mean, I don't know Cassandra very well, but you don't think that she maybe is the other thing that was here?
I didn't.
Eh, you hear like a very, it's gone from confidence back to that exhausted tone. Cassandra, si es loba.
Mujer loba como pinche Edward Cullen. No, el
What?
otro.
What does that
Jacob.
mean?
Loba
Yeah.
means wolf, Mac.
Like
Oh.
a werewolf.
Like.
Oh.
rawr.
Oh.
Remy's ear twitches a little.
Wait, werewolves are
Pero
real? I'm trying to. They're also real? Like.
Mac,
See,
I have
Mac.
read your mind from across the room.
Max, stop talking.
Cassandra no have uncontrolled change en 10 años, 10 years, since before she leave and come back. This no make sense.
Y no, she's not covered in the clay.
I don't
¿Verdad?
know what the clay is. The only clay I know is Ray Clay. And Ray is the art director at the community center. Does a lot of different art stuff, but mainly does work like with pottery and stuff.
But not the stinky ass stuff.
No, but he would have advertised that he just got in a big load of red clay. Would have been on posters and everything.
Maybe we can go talk to him about it.
What did you find on the beach? ¿Qué te encontré?
Blood.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Did you find it? I mean, somebody might have just wandered down there. I mean, it's not exactly off limits.
No off limit. Pero no one else here.
And you're not gonna tell us why she left. Do you know why she left? I'm just saying it could be
I
why
know why she left. I know why she left. I know why she come back. Mira, look in her bedroom.
I am gonna
You find
gesture
any
at
more
Mac
clue?
to open the door.
Mac has already, like, literally as soon as Oscar said that,
the
had
door is
literally
already
turned.
like broken down.
Yeah, had already turned to go just straight in there without hearing the rest of what Oscar had to say.
Yeah, we're just carrying Oscar in there so that
Yeah.
he can see what we're seeing as we see it.
Gotcha. When you enter the bedroom, and flick on the light, you see a lot. First of all, unfortunately, there's like a huge, just like the floor is covered in this red clay, and it's like muddy and still wet, as if this creature had just been continuously dumping it on the floor. You see something extremely messy, but like weird close to the bed, and then taking up almost the whole wall on the side of the wall that it shares with the living room is a blackboard. You see a lot of names and various amounts of money next to the names, and it is written in a small cramped handwriting and goes all the way across to the other side of the wall.
Oscar, este no es para la feria, ¿verdad? This is not for the fair, the party.
No. And you actually see Oscar's name. It is the first one. It is on top. And next to his name, it has $8,745.
It's a very specific amount, Oscar.
Cassandra was young. She have hard time. She struggle, and this community we don't let. We gave her money, and she still struggle. And we give her more money, and then she steal, and she left. I try and get her come back, that we help, that we fix. And Huli, you would have heard about this. You didn't hear that it was Cassandra, but you would have heard that there was someone in the community who was struggling with several issues that had taken loans, large amounts of money from many of the people in the community. And then there was told that they had stolen, and then they had ran without paying back any of the debts. And Oscar he sounds really frustrated. And he's just like, Cassandra is try fix. So we give new chance. I know one people think Cassandra steal this money. I don't think. But I don't understand what happening.
We go check the desk. Si hay dinero. Si el dinero está allá, the money is there. Mac, will you check the drawers in here? Y we're gonna see if the money is here. Si el dinero está aquí. And then we're gonna go to the centro, and tienes que explicar todo.
Okay, pero no hay mucho más. There's not much more to explain.
¿Eres un hombre lobo o qué?
No, no soy hombre lobo.
Okay.
I'm not a
beetle.
werewolf. I'm not a vampire, not a werewolf.
¿Hay otras cosas en Twilight? I don't think so.
Creo que hay ghosts.
Yeah, but I know
don't
you're not a
know.
ghost.
Then I love Twilight, not me.
Okay. 1 hour.
Okay. Entonces, I'll guess I'll leave the caves. There's something wrong here.
Yeah. A lot.
Esto no es mi culpa, Juli.
Hay algo más. Besides the blood.
She keep book. She keep book where she write
Right.
money that she gathered to give back. It's important. She will want, and if someone take, no good.
Is the blood fresh or is it dry?
This is dry.
Okay.
And for a moment, you see the camera flash down, and it's on the cove rocks. It's like a deep crimson. But when the camera flashes down, you guys can see on the top of these gray rocks, further in the distance with this camera, you also see some light, some heavy, muddy substance on top of the rocks. A red, muddy substance.
Let's go look for that money so we can go to the center.
All right.
Agreed.
So are you guys trying to take like close to the whole hour to look for this money, or are you trying to do it fast?
I said an hour because I want us to do a very thorough search.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't think you guys have to roll for this.
Okay.
So while you're checking the house, you find a big lockbox. And that one is marked deudas.
Okay.
And then on that strange like object that had been covered in clay, that was like under the bed, that one, as you like sort of like push it off, says fiesta. It's a smaller lockbox.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like someone had torn it open, which makes no sense because this is a steel lockbox. It's not clawed, but it is torn open. And when you open it up, it has like not heavy clay, but like fingertips of like clay, and like there's maybe like a couple like maybe a couple rolls of like ones, but there's not much else left in this box. It
I'm gonna-
seems almost like someone got interrupted in the middle of stealing this.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna show it to Mac and say, I don't think Cassandra did this because she wouldn't need to break it. She can just open it. Yeah, ¿verdad?
Yeah, so maybe do you think maybe she was fighting this thing? Like
I
maybe
think
they
so.
fought each other?
That's what it looks like. Todo eso, all of this.
Mac wasn't looking in the drawers, by the way, even though you asked them to. They were thinking, all right, if I was a person who was trying to hide something in my house or in my space, Mac's never done that before. Is looking in under the bed, is looking if there's any parts of the floor that can like move, is looking for if there's a closet, any little bits in the closet that maybe like, you know, they had moved they had like taken out part of the wall to like slide things into. That's where Mac was looking.
Right. You know what? I was gonna ask for a final roll, but I think that like before you guys left, but like again, like if you're taking the time to do this, Mac, in the back of the closet, you see like a big like almost like a big grate for like AC. But like these houses usually don't have AC because they're like right up against the sea cliff. And so if you pull it out, you see a plastic bag with like a composition notebook that is again sort of tucked away with care, a blanket that looks like one would give a pet, and a phone. It's also in a plastic bag. And you will note that the sun keeps moving on past noon.
Yeah, I think Mac just grabs those and just like, we'll put the grate back to cover, but we'll like scoot backwards out and then turn around and say, I think this might be her notebook.
Oh, the
one filled with the dead.
that Oscar said. Okay.
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's in a bag, which makes me a little nervous to touch it. And then we'll hold
Leave
up,
it.
like the other hand that has the blanket and the phone in the other bag. I don't know what these are though.
Leave them in the bag.
They'll put them in the blanket and roll the blanket up around them and just kind of hold it like a big like a small child, but like would hold a giant teddy bear essentially like on their chest.
Mac, can you do the Uber? Hand over my phone.
Yeah. I'll grab it.
We don't have time to take the bus.
Yeah. I'll
Is there
get
anything else you guys want to do in this house?
Well, we're waiting.
I want to check outside in the back to where, because you said that there was a fence, but then there was a drop off, like the cliff drop off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to look around the fence to see if maybe something left through here very quickly, and then also looking over the drop off just to make sure there's nothing anything or no one there?
How far are we from that like cave spot that Oscar was at?
Well, fun fact, Mac can actually see Oscar leaving the beach right now.
How far away?
Probably, so like, it's probably around 60 feet to the ground where you are. And then there's probably like let's say a quarter of a mile to the water. And you see him sort of like, whoo, like heading towards one of the ramps back up towards the city.
So definitely, okay. Okay, so if Oscar, I can see him on the right side of me if I'm looking out and I see water. And then the caves would be on the left side?
Yes,
Okay.
pretty close below.
Oh.
Oh, I will say, V and Mac, there is pictures of Cassandra in this room. You have seen Cassandra before,
Oh.
walking in near those parts of the coves. She is a very, like, hefty woman. She's very, like, she looks very strong. A little bit on the shorter side. She always has like long hair and almost like those perfect ringlets. Usually like frozen there because of the amount of salt water she deals with. Very skittish though, never really wanting to like if she saw you both, she would sort of like do like a nod, but usually keep her distance. But like you've seen Cassandra before, you know that you would have like seen her in this beach area before.
Okay. While Mac is looking at the out in the back, V is just doing that once over again in the drawers, like Huli asked, to see if there's anything else that he can find.
Remy, Huli. Anything else? Is Remy just slurping up dark magic?
Pretty much. As much as they can get, and then just kind of being like, the person that always like sneaks out for like a bit of like a hit of weed and everything. It's like, oh, everything's fine, like kind of just lurking. It's like, oh, we're going out now, okay,
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Keep. What is it? Under pressure again. Act under pressure. Not the Queen song.
That is a miss.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
You drink deeply. You can't really control how much it feels good. You're trying to like do a little sneak and keep going. No, this is the newspaper that's covered in clay in your hands, like sort of like rustle, becoming dry as you like draw the power out, and it feels so good. Tell me, when was the last time you felt strong enough to challenge your master?
Oof. That was probably a year ago. So before meeting anybody here, I think it was like a string of like really like I got the missions done easily. There was like no problems. I had battled a couple of like some creatures and I'm like, yeah, I got this. What the fuck? You're not even my real master, man. Like just went at it. Like yeah.
Gotcha. And what scar did your master leave on you to remind you of your failure?
It's definitely I think That's why they have the UV tattoo, is to hide like some like ragged scar that went from here down to the down this way. Almost like at the time they thought it would be debilitating, like they would lose the like the control of their hand, but obviously healed, but it felt like that, and so they put the UV wolf skull tattoo over it to give a reminder to them, and to also hide that there's a scar.
Yeah. So you draw that magic. You succeed in that. But it takes from you. Your body remembers what pain feels like. And Huli, when you sense the amount of pain happening somewhere near you, it thrills you. And Remy, that old scar, a line of blood starts to open up, and you feel it like a knife dragging down that scar, and it bleeds black ichor.
There's almost a second where they want to do the very classic creepy thing of licking the blood up, but seeing that it's the black ichor, they stop. And they just kind of, well, this house is fucked anyways, and this white against like a curtain or cloth or something, you know.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna take one more point of harm, by the way. Ignore armor. Cause you're the one sucking up all this bad juju. But you did do what you want to do, and Huli, there's a thrill. There's a lot of pain happening right now.
That's scary for Huli. Huli's going to like whip around and like run into the next room to see what's going on. Because they can see Mac. She knows it's not Mac. And she can probably see V and know it's not V. And just, Remy, ¿qué estás haciendo?
¿Qué? Nothing. I do nothing. Man, just because you're all mad at Oscar, you don't have to be mad at all the other
Remy.
masked people.
No, esas
What?
pinche mentiras.
I just and they're like holding their wrists and everything, even though they've wiped the blood away and everything. I just, this place, we got somewhere to go, right? I
What
didn't touch
did you
anything.
do?
Oh, at least nothing that V didn't want me to touch.
What did you do? That's the problem with having an empath, is that like now Huli is like empowered and angry, and the same like thrill fear is like going through them.
The funny thing is technically we're both empaths.
I think right now, I mean, if you're gonna continue to deny what has happened, I need you to roll manipulate someone.
Fantastic. I get to roll weird instead of charm because I have an unnatural appeal. That's a 10.
Okay, so Huli, manipulate someone works differently for NPCs than they do for PCs. Pretty much, Diana's offering you a choice. If Huli decides to drop this, you get to mark an experience and get a +1 forward on your next roll. If not, you simply do not accept it, and we can continue the scene as is.
Huli's not going to accept that, and I'm actually going to roll telepathy to
Alright.
to just get that answer right out of you.
I love this.
Besties, that's a 12.
Hey. All right, can you remind me what your telepathy does on a 12?
I copied the answer, but the thing,
Oh,
but
here
I
we
don't
go.
know if it changes anything when it's a 12.
Okay, so telepathy, you're actually. So what did you actually roll for your telepathy? Because this says this can allow you to investigate a mystery, read a bad situation, or manipulate someone without speaking. I do think that this is more manipulate someone. It looks like you're trying to manipulate Remy back.
Yeah,
So
that
that would have
was
been with your charm.
yeah. With my
Um,
charm.
I don't think that. I think that V can probably hear what this whole thing is going on. I don't think. I think if V is just in the bedroom, we could probably hear. And I'm sorry, Huli, I spoke over you. My apologies.
Oh, I was gonna say with my charm, that's a 14. So
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Remy, you can feel Huli pushing at the barriers of your mind. You can feel the temptation, the ease of this conversation if you just let her pluck it instead of having to like speak it aloud for other people to hear. Same offer. If you do what Huli says, gain an XP and a +1 forward for your next roll.
I think because Remy's been trying to be a good person. Like that's why they've stuck around and everything. And then just this touch and with everything that went on this morning. And they kind of glance towards where V and Mac are. And they already know V's been suspicious all day. So I think they do kind of like hiss at you like a cat would, but they do let you pluck the thought so they don't have to say it out loud. But they think you're going to be getting it clearly, but their mind's not clear at all right now. So I think it's a mess of like the memories of like them being attacked from a year ago, and the scar on their arm and pain, but also of course the memory of like the thought of like they're doing this not for themselves, mostly for themselves, not for someone else, as they are sucking the magic before it becomes too tainted from this thing.
Huli is going to, because he leaned in really close when they were doing this, going to take a step back and just straighten up and just behave.
They nod.
Let's go catch Uber.
And they'll follow Huli behind, like not necessarily like a cat, but like a dog, like droopy a little bit.
Like a scolded
Yeah.
dog.
That is the vibe that Huli was bringing. So
Gotcha. One last thing before you leave this place. Mac and V. While these two are talking in the other room, you hear a crash. And Mac, you see it first. Abuela Carla has come out into the backyard with a broom in one hand and a mop in the other. And she looks terrified. And she's like, ¿Qué estás haciendo? What you doing?
What is everything okay? Are you okay?
I hear fight. I see mess. And you're realizing she probably heard the crashing.
Yeah.
Everything outside.
It's okay. There was a big there was a wild animal in there that we had to get out. It's okay. We took care of it though.
She looks mad and scared. And you realize that Abuela Carla is probably pretty small, especially compared to you.
Then I, because I've probably heard, and I hear Mac, and I come out to the back,
Yeah,
and I
of
see
course.
that Carla, and can I use something? Because I think it might apply here. I have an ability. It's called Not My Fault.
Oh my
And it is
God.
+1 to act under pressure when you are dealing with the consequences of your own spell casting, which is exactly what Carla probably heard with the explosion and everything. He's like, it literally, there was just a wild dog in there. It's okay, we're all good. Nothing like we called. We're good. It's someone's gonna come clean that up.
All right.
Do you want me to
Go
roll
ahead and
the
roll.
Can I help?
Yes.
Great. I think
Okay.
I think specific just to narrate how Mac is. Well, I think like Mac kind of is just adding on to what they already just said to Abuela of trying to like embellish the fact that oh yeah it was huge huge, you were right, Abuela, it was a huge dog, and on all of these things.
Perfect.
With the plus, so there's a +1 for my cool and a +1 for using Not My Fault. Well, that's sorry, that's 15.
Oh hell yeah, because I rolled an 11 to help
welcome,
out, so
Hello, everyone.
Hey!
Thank you for the party of
Welcome.
23. Welcome to our very serious two young people trying to like calm down a very angry
Está
abuela.
bien.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Está bien.
Alright. Mac, I need to know what your help out roll ended up being.
11.
Yeah.
And that's because I got a
No.
+1 and then an extra +1 on my cool.
We're on a fucking
Yes.
roll today, guys.
Yeah, for now we're not we're not fighting anything.
You see Abuela Carla in her orange house dress, in her orange house shoes, and her brooms even have like orange handles.
Orange ass
And
attitude.
Yeah.
It's a
And
little
you
too
see her
sour.
sag a little. And then you see her start to cry.
Oh,
Sort of like
Mac-
you feel this terror.
Mac is
Like,
gonna
shift out of her.
give V this bundle, and it's gonna. I'm assuming there's like a fence or something between the houses, or no? Okay, Mac.
There's like this long expanse. People can just run through these backyards.
Okay, great. Mac is gonna head over there and is gonna reach out, and if she'll let them like put their hands on hers, like the ones that are holding these two, brandishing these household weapons, to just give. Mac knows fear and can see it in her, and is just gonna put their hands on top of hers and say, "It's okay, Abuela. It's okay to be scared. Things are scary, but we took care of it, okay?"
She looks up at you. And Mac, you are all weird angles and goofiness. And she looks up at you, and there's a look like she wants to be sour, like she wants to scold you. And it falls away to this tiny, lonely old lady. And she, like, lets go of the brooms. You know, they sort of, like, fall back against her arms because of the way that, like, you know, you're holding her hands. And she takes your hands now and, like, and holds them properly. And she squeezes them. And she looks at you and she's like, Macario, you've grown up so well.
Mac, I think, will like not quite know how to take that, but then we'll just put a big grin on their face and chuckle a little and say, "Trying."
You ask Holy if you want to have dinner soon.
Okay.
And then
okay.
sorry.
Oh,
And she looks over at V. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Continue. It's fine. I'm great.
She looks over at V and looks at him and sizes him up and down and looks disapproving at this this goth cowboy. But then she smiles and her top teeth are missing. And she looks at V and she's just like, gracias, mío.
He tips his cow. Like, not his cow. Cow? Yeah, tips his cow. Way ahead.
Tips his cow. That's illegal.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Abuela Carla is sort of nods and takes her hands back and it's just like, Inigo? Okay. Remember, ask Juli. Are you muted, Maria?
No,
I
I'm
sure
not
was.
muted.
Nope, I was.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were?
I
So Chad is in on this. My full name is Marina, and my
Ah.
entire life I have had this problem.
was. Listen, we can empathize on this later.
Marina.
Yeah. Mac will say, yeah. Our car's probably here. What do you want us to bring for dinner?
No, not here.
Okay.
Not here.
Okay.
It's a sad place.
Okay.
And she lets go of your hands, takes the broom and mop, and shuffles back into her home. And I think that's a good point to go to our first break for the night before we reconvene at the community center.
Hiya! Oh, yeah.
Listen, this game is all about community, and y'all are making the community very beautiful.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody.
Canta y no llores.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Yes.
Stay here.
Hydrate
more.
or dihydrate.
Yeah.
Take a bio break. Raiders,
Yeah.
you just got out of a stream.
Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all soon.
See you soon. Everybody, and welcome back to Entre Luna y Sol, episode 2, A Quién le Debes. Looks like there's a lot of debts to be paid here.
Oh.
Now, our adventurous hunters have finished looking over the ransacked home of Cassandra Perez and have discovered that she is a werewolf. And that maybe she had been fighting whatever creature had come to her home and stolen a lot of money that was going to be used for the neighborhood block party. Now, our heroes find themselves back at the community center. There is a lot more people than before. There are kids on the basketball court, kids on the tennis court. There are people doing inside, doing like yoga and aerobics. It's a very busy place. And you don't see Oscar, like, obviously yet. His office door is closed, but no one's around it. So he's either in there by himself. You do see Nina. She's overseeing something. She looks to be looking into one of the classes. If you've ever taken a class with Ray before, you know that's his main like studio to teach people like little bits of arts and craft. So what you doing?
I'm making lunch for this group of wayward monsters that I've accumulated. I'm going into the kitchen and I'm just gonna whip up some lunch for us and Oscar. I can come in with food and as an apology for accusing him of being a vampire twice.
And a werewolf.
And a werewolf once. But that one was more recent.
I want to I think Mac will have sat down at a table somewhere and pulled out their phone. I think they have a phone, but it's like it's old and it's definitely got a crack screen on it. And I think is gonna try to do honestly just like scroll through social media sites and see like if they can find if Cassandra had any kind of social media or anything like that, see if there's any pictures, see if they like if she had posted anything recently or anything like that.
Gotcha. Skylar actually has a Facebook, but it doesn't look like she's touched it for a while. Um, if Mac looks though, it might make them uncomfortable because there are a variety of messages from years back being like, we better not find you, you know, that
like comments on
yeah,
stuff?
like comments,
Oh,
like
yeah,
posts
yeah.
on her page of like, we better not find you, I can't believe you've done this, you know, we always knew you were bad, like comments among comments among comments.
I think
among
as soon as like they start seeing those, I think they just they close out of it and they just sigh, like put their phone down on the table.
And yeah, like unfortunately, that's what you find. There's not really much else, really much of a presence. You can probably understand why. What about our other brave hunters?
So Remy's not doing so great mentally, physically, has 3 harm, and everything. But is just gonna try to ignore all of that and is going to, if V is accepting of it, going to pull V to the side and be like, hey.
So V heard the conversation. And when Remy starts to pull him, he sort of gives him a bit of a shrug. He's like, "Don't."
What? ¿Qué pasó? Because I don't think Remy realized you guys could easily hear,
The whole time, V has been holding onto the bundle that Max sort of just... They shoved the bundle of goods in his arms. And he's just been holding onto it. At that, he sort of just drops it onto the nearest table and goes, "Yep. I heard you. I heard you and Huli."
You know how Huli gets sometimes.
What do you mean how Huli gets? I asked you the same question.
You asked if I was good. I was good. I am good. I'm not dying or anything.
That's not the fine line of good. Why'd you lie?
And to them that's like asking, why do you breathe? It's just like it's just so natural. Because it makes things easier for everybody. I mean,
Because it's your favorite thing to do.
No, that would be you. And they try to like give like a teasing smile.
Don't.
Although they're
not.
definitely like a little achy.
I'm not. Lie your way into someone else's bed tonight, because I'm not doing it. And he turns away and he grabs his stuff. And he's gonna head over towards Nena to see the classes.
Was this inside the building?
Yeah.
Cool. As soon as you get over to Nena, she casually opens an arm.
He is so short. I love this man. He's 5'3", and he sort of just like bumps against Nena to like get the arm.
No, Nena's short too. I think Nena is only a little bit shorter than V.
Oh,
so, and then so she just sort of like just holds V around the shoulders, and you look in. Has V ever taken? Do you think V has ever taken any of these like pottery classes or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So you don't really know Ray then. Ray is a short man like yourself. And where V is like looking for excuses to like open up the chest a little bit, Ray full on has an open Hawaiian shirt, and on and on his chest is his surgery scars, and over the surgery scars he has shark teeth tattooed.
The leaves.
The man has buzz sides with a short pompadour that he styled. His hair is dyed straight blue. His Hawaiian shirt is blue. It has sharks on it.
We love a man who knows what he wants.
This
Man wants sharks.
And V, as he's leaning against Nena, under his breath, and Nena can fully hear, I mean, that could cheer me up.
That's what Nena does. She suddenly barks out laughter. And Ray looks up, and he's got his hands covered in red clay.
Oh, right. We're doing stuff, right? Shit. Okay.
And he's like, "Hi,
Hi.
Vicente, right?"
Yeah, that's me. People call me V. You Ray?
"Yeah. Did you want to join class? You just started."
Sure.
"Great. You can grab. Here, you can sit next to me in this powder wheel."
Okay. V slides right on up.
V's getting ready to rebound, apparently. All right. And you look out and you see somewhat familiar faces, people who are usually around the community center. There are two tias that you know are very big gossips. And then you see a couple of younger like kids who are like really excited but also really bad at this. And like, but one of them's like really good at it, but the rest are like, destruction, molding, creation under my hands. You know how kids can get.
I love that energy.
And then there's a couple people around your age,
Right.
maybe a little bit older, who sort of sit together and they look just as chismoso as the tias do.
Oh Lord.
And Ray is like, "Yeah, I just got in this new shipment of red clay. It's amazing to work with. I'm really glad. And so today, class, we're gonna make little charms of protection for the people that you care about."
Cute. God, V is absolutely torn between being helpful towards the group or just being helpful for himself.
It's gonna take a little while to cook lunch. Juli's gonna get caught up in the cheese man in the kitchen. So
So maybe a little bit of both.
never say I'm not a good wingman.
So and V's just tips the cowboy hat back a little bit, and he's like, I've never done this. Can you show me the steps?
Yeah, of course. And Ray just gives a big smile. And V, you would notice that his teeth are sharper than they probably should be.
This man loves sharks so much.
But he just
No, go on.
he pulls up his chair and he just he gets a slab and he's like, "All right, you want your hands to be wet, so really you have this like water you can dunk your hands in here." And he's helping you learn how to work this clay. And he keeps he keeps almost touching your hands, and then he's like stopping because his hands are dirty too. He's like, all right, so you want to like push like more pressure. Can I touch your hands?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and then so he starts grabbing your hands and putting them the way they need to go.
Oh, like this a little bit, and he's like, maybe.
Is he doing it bad on purpose?
Yes.
Act under pressure for me real quick.
Oh,
Just
boy.
Like, actually, no.
What an
Act under
amazing
pressure.
time to act under pressure, I just gotta say.
Honestly, it's probably more. Just do a straight cool roll for me. I just need to know what.
Yes. He's so cool. I'm gonna use the gay dice.
Yes.
Perfect.
If you don't, then I have an issue.
Okay. Plus my cool, we are looking at a solid 8.
Can I, while this is all happening and I'm staring like murderous daggers at the shark boy, use empath to see what shark boy's intent on V is?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great.
I'm just waiting for a lava girl to show up, by the way.
Huli makes amazing spicy food. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's Abuela Carla, actually.
I got a 14.
Just a casual
So-
14.
What exactly does the empath? Is it just you get a good like?
A clear impression of their current emotional state and intentions, and then I get a +1 forward when acting on this knowledge.
Cool. So it's weird. The first emotional state you get is just like a clear joy, right? And then his intentions are like, what if I can convince this guy to make a shark?
This man loves sharks.
With that knowledge, I'm like, okay, I don't have anything to worry about. We'll then move away from staring at V.
I actually want to get one little thing.
Ooh.
Well, because he rolled so well. And he looks up. He looks at, and like from the thing, he looks at V. He's like, oh. Looks back down. He's like, oh, cute.
When he looks up, he gives him like the best like lopsided smile that's just, I'm sure it's Remy's favorite smile as well, so gotta go.
The drama.
No, I don't know. I was in this art class the other day, and then there were these two people. One person was making a lot of sharks. The other person was really upset all the time.
Los niños,
Oye, you know the
are like,
shark?
wow, you're really bad at this. To me,
You know the shark guy at the centro? He was all of the goth cowboy.
Just means I
that's
play
like
my
the
cards
assignment
right.
is saying like,
Takes surf and turf to a new level.
oh, woof. Oh my god. Wait, okay, how does Remy feel about that?
Yeah, at first, like, Remy was like, oh, okay, oh, fuck. You know, like, damn. But, I think, like, they're not the type when it comes to these kinds of situations to get very, like, angry easily. That usually happens in fights and other things like this. So they're, like, resigned for now that we're on the outs right now, kind of thing. Let them do their thing. It'll be fun, whatever, you know. And kind of turn around and then just kind of be like, then realizing, wait, what the fuck am I doing here? Like forgetting everything, like up to this point. And it's just almost goes to the kitchen to go ask Huli for some snackage and then remembers Huli's mad at them and is like, fuck. And I think yeah, I think they just like go towards like whatever outside activities is happening and just like watching like people and just kind of like leaning against the wall, not tending to their wounds as they should.
Gotcha. Mac dear.
Ye-
You did your little social media adventure.
Yeah.
Remy is having a bad time at the basketball court. V's having a great time in pottery class. What's Mac up to?
I think if Mac knows that Huli is making food, Mac knows how long Huli likes to take to make food, especially for the amount of people that are here. So I think Mac is gonna go on a walk outside, not too terribly far, but no, Mac's not gonna go for a walk. Mac's gonna go for a skate. we got a longboard after all, so we're gonna do a little, just a little boarding, just to think about something else besides all of this drama. I mean, a lot of it's like weird like strange things too, but like there's so much of it that is so just humans being terrible people, that Mac is like, well, I need to go. I need to do something that I know is good and simple and that people can't hate me for. And even though nobody's like hating them, but like it's just like the bad vibes. So he's trying to go out and like, clear the air, bruh.
Yeah, love that. I would like for Mac to roll me just a general weird roll.
Oh, see what the class might not know is that I have a -1 in weird, and so graciously have been gifted an extra -1 from our keeper for, I'm sure, good reasons. So I rolled a 7, -2 for a 5. Good news though, we leveled up.
Yeah!
Yeah,
Yay!
so there's that. So I'll worry about that eventually if I
Don't worry,
survive.
remind me to give you an extra gift for your level up.
Okay. Yay.
Mac, you're trying so desperately to not think about what everything's going on. And then you feel like a sharp pain in your temple. Like it's searing, like your eyes water and your vision blurs. And when you blink it away, something's weird about your sight. You see like the air is like a hazy red. Like a mist is rolling all around you. And you see shapes far out in the distance. What is Mac most afraid of?
I think Mac is the most afraid of being truly alone. Like they're okay, like, doing things by themselves, like, going off and longboarding or walking on the beach or anything, but they know that they have someone to go back to. They know that there's people around. They know that, someone is waiting for them. And the thought of that not happening, because it's happened before, is terrifying.
Mac, when you look back to try and see the center, it is gone. When you look forward, nothing seems familiar. The streets that you know, the streets that you've boarded down, are gone. And you hear a whisper coming from close by, below you, and it hisses. Wouldn't it be easier if you were more powerful? And Mac, if you search for the source of this voice, there's something strange about your hand.
I'm assuming it's the same hand.
Yes.
Mac will look at it while they're still kind of on the longboard. It's just kind of like coasting at this point. But they'll look down at their hand.
And you see the stylized eye. But right below it looks like your hand has been torn open. Doesn't hurt. But there's like almost like a deep line, as if like someone had like just shoved something in, and then it opens wider, and it is a mouth with so many teeth.
Mac falls off their longboard and like tumbles on the street, like into the grass or into somebody's yard or somewhere. And the longboard just kind of like keeps going.
Mm-hmm. And it speaks to you, and it sounds like singing and screaming and hissing, and it is like, aren't you afraid to be alone? Weak, unwanted.
Matt closes their eyes and is like, at this point, like scrubbing their hand, trying to convince themselves that this isn't real. It can't be. This can't be real. I'm just Mac. There's nothing special about me.
There isn't anything special about you. You hear that almost muffled by your scrubbing fingers. You're just lucky. You've met me.
Mac will open their eyes and look down at their hand that they're now kind of like holding.
And the stylized eye is now bulbous, like a real eye in your hand, and it's like veins are popping out, and it is an amber like pupil staring at you, and that it widens in your hand, and just sort of like a really awful grin, and it sings to you once again. You're no one, but we can be someone.
Who are you?
Oh, the city. I am the twilight. Entre Luna y Sol. That's where I exist.
What is that? What does that even? What do you mean you're the city? You're in my hand.
Where do you think I existed before? If I can do this, and if this is okay, Mac, it moves your arm. And you feel your hand whip outward and back, and it twists to show you this face, this one-eyed face that's been made in your hand, and it's just like, I can do whatever I want. Just like you cannot.
Hmm. Mac at that after having their arm kind of moved around is going to it's gonna like has a bit of a concerned look on their face, and then it just kind of softens a little bit. And they say, with their hands still like kind of, their arms still kind of up in an odd angle. If you could have done this whenever you wanted to, there's a reason you're doing it now though, right?
You see that like eye squint, just really weird with like one eye. It looks sort of more like it's winking, and it looks mad, right? And it's just like, I just wanted to. It's like a bratty tone to that voice.
With their arms still, I'm sure, kept where it is, Mac is gonna stand up and say, you're a lot of talk. I mean, shit, you can do a lot, that's sure, but I mean, I've never had a talking hand my entire life, and I don't. Kind of sound like you need me more than I need you right now.
And there, again, there's like a vehement tone. He's just like, all right, what if I do need you? You're no one. I can sense deep within you that you have no place here because everything has been taken from you because your hands are weak. Your mind is weak, and you can do nothing on your own. So what if I can't do that either? Wouldn't you prefer to take strength that I can give you by working together?
I don't know what you could give me that I can't get from other people.
And you see that pout in your hand. It's like weird and awkward because it's so wrong. This shouldn't be here. And it still was just like, ugh.
I mean, maybe if you told me a bit more about yourself, a bit more about what you wanted. I mean, but right now you say, oh, I'm this city, and now you're nobody. I know that. You're not telling me anything new.
And you're okay with this?
No. But I know it's the truth. So...
I should have taken the weird cowboy or the awkward cosplayer. No chance with the abuela. No, thank you. And I think it just looks up and it's like, I want what anything wants in the twilight: chaos, destruction.
Mac
Humanity
actually,
on its knees.
Mac like chuckles loudly. That sounds like a lot of work. That sounds. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe you should have done your homework a bit more about yeah, no, that's not my
You were the one that stabbed the being.
Yeah.
I wanted the cowboy.
I did. I wasn't. This is an unexpected thing for both of us.
Yeah, you don't want like humanity on your knees before you. Chaos,
No. What would I
destruction?
do? What would I do then? Say, hey,
You'd have
now
a
you're here.
house.
You can get up now. Yeah, could have a house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to burden poor Juli anymore. You could make a place for this world. You could have anyone teach you everything you've missed by being alone. The secrets of your culture, of your people, of your parents. Instead of people seeing you, oh, poor Mac.
Mac had kind of been walking towards their longboard, wherever it had gone, and I think had slowed hearing that train of persuasion. They'll just kind of like tilt their head back and just kind of like let out a like annoyed groan at the red sky. What do you want? What do you want? You keep saying, oh, you can have all these things if we just work together. Well, what do you want?
I want you to find what is bleeding into me. There is dark magic that is not mine, and it is poisoning everything I own. And it coughs. Your hand spasms. It is just a very uncomfortable feeling, and it drips red clay.
shake my hand.
You're already on your way. And its breathing sounds heavy. And its eye is watering, and it's like it's closing, like it's sinking back into your hand. Like it's losing its grip on you. I'll reward you. Find this plague. You see your hand start to close up.
Mac will wait until it looks back to mostly normal.
Yeah. As you wait, the fog clears. You're standing maybe half a block away now from the community center. You've got your longboard in hand. It's back to normal. No eye, no mouth.
They'll stretch their fingers, kind of flex their hand a bit, and then clench their fingers into a fist and say, "Well, we'll see about that." I'm just gonna walk back to the community center, holding my
Gotcha.
board.
Juli, mi amor.
I need to be a person right now after watching all of that.
The Jujutsu
bad.
Kaisen fucking shit happening.
Juli is having
Damn.
the time of their fucking life, like gossiping in the kitchen and making plates of tacos. Like,
Yeah. I love that for Juli. And Juli would be having a good time if it weren't for Bradshaw.
ah,
In fact, like when you're finishing up cooking, there's Arturo. Arturo loves to make masa and everything. So like he's been helping you, doing the press, everything. You've got not you've got Natalia. Natalia is mostly supervising. But taste testing, making sure that everything's good before it goes to the taco. Natalia is probably like 14, 15, and is just so eager to like watch you cook. But is kind of bad at it herself. But they're happy to be like talking about the gossip, about how Russell and Catherine have been like being so nasty about people lately. They keep talking shit.
oh, Russell and Catherine are my in-laws' names, so for like a hot second, I was like, "Huh?"
I think I had to. Should I change their names?
I was just like, "Whoa!"
The worlds collided in an odd way.
Oh, there was guys,
There was a
tip.
donation.
There's a
lot
tip.
happened
Hi,
in the
Zach.
chat.
Thank you so much. I don't have my phone. Oh, yes,
We
I do
also-
have my phone.
We also had a
So I can look at-
raid.
We have a bunch of
Hi,
raids. Hi everyone.
everybody.
Sorry, we were in the
It was real
thick of
intense.
it. There was some shit we had
There's
to
some
talk about.
shit going
Honestly,
on.
great time to raid, personally.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
ay, ay, ay.
But thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. There
Oy,
is
oy,
this-
oy.
I don't see the new tip.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
I am so confused.
Uh-oh.
Fun.
I
Tip in the void.
we'll figure
Oh,
it out.
it might be if you have the PayPal and the other one, it could be the there's two ways that you can pay on Ko-fi. That's my guess.
Gotcha. Someone supported you on
Well,
Ko-fi
Zach
at
rules.
808.
If you're here in
Yeah.
chat, thank
Zach,
you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yes. And I will get back to you on that reward. Because I can't figure out how much was donated or where it is. I'm so sorry. But yes, Huli. Here's gossiping. You hear about
I've got
Then-
it's my kids. My kids, yeah? They're just talking about kid stuff. Roblox.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out a new name because I don't want you to have to deal with Russell and
No,
Catherine.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, you hear that, Russell and Catherine has been talking like mad shit about somebody who works at the center. And they're, they can be like super nasty about it. But they're just like, they're always nasty about everybody. They're always like, hater for life. And like, and Natalia's just like,
She sits out her tongue.
haters are so millennials.
Do you even know what that means?
Yeah, it's like old people like you.
If I'm old, what's Oscar?
Huh?
If I'm
Oscar's
old,
ancient.
Oscar. Oscar is not that old, and I am not that old.
Aren't you like 40?
No, I'm 29.
Okay, so like Gen Y?
Uli is not 39 or 29. Uli is not 29. Uli is 30 something. But
I think Arturo has to like cover his face when you say 29. He
yeah,
has to like cover his face. And she's like, I thought you were like as old as dad. But like, whatever.
no, I'm younger than your dad.
You're definitely Arturo's like 35.
Yeah, we're same age. Maybe by like months.
Gotcha. Yeah. And she's like, okay, well, if you're not old, maybe you could be my mom. And Arturo's like, Natalia!
I'm gonna put a spoonful of salsa in her mouth.
She just looks
Here,
very
taste
happy. She just looks very happy. But this is like the nice scene that Bradshaw interrupts. Bradshaw is a community developer. He destroys buildings and puts up condos.
I'm holding a knife. Is he aware of that? Is he aware that Holy's holding a knife?
He doesn't look scared. He should, probably, but he doesn't.
Should.
And he's just like, Cooley! Just the lady I was looking for.
Don't call me that.
Just the person I was looking for.
What do you
Sorry.
want?
Can we talk outside?
No. We can talk in here.
All right. And then
Before he fucking talks, I'm gonna use empathy and I want to know what he's gonna say before he's gonna say it.
all right.
Which I don't. What do I roll? I roll weird.
I believe so, because you took that over your use magic, correct?
Yes.
Then yes, just roll weird.
Nice. Ba-ba-ba.
I'm so glad that this is our villain because
11.
I already hate him.
He's not hard to read.
11.
He's here for business. He's here to make a deal with you.
Want to manipulate him to leave so bad.
Huh?
I'm gonna roll to manipulate someone. I want him to leave.
Okay.
God. No. What am I rolling? Charm? No. 6. Fuck.
All right.
Wait, I'm gonna steal that luck point. I want 7.
Luck point makes it a 12, babe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I want this man to shut up. No, I won't. I won't steal the luck point. I'll keep it as 6. As 6.
Okay.
We're probably gonna need that at some point.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what do you do to try and make him leave?
I mean, Huli's just gonna be like super standoffish, which is the complete opposite. Like, if somebody walked in and saw Huli behaving the way that they're behaving with Bradshaw, they would assume that Huli had been replaced, because Huli has never not been like super warm and welcoming and open and bright. Almost physically, like, they have darkened. He's not
Gotcha.
happy.
And while Bradshaw's unfazed, Arturo and Natalia get uncomfortable. And the opposite of what you wanted, Arturo's like, oh, I think I hear Nana, and takes Natalia out of the room,
I am looking
leaving you
pathetically
alone
after him.
with Bradshaw. And he's like, oh, great. That's exactly what we needed. Huli, I know that Mac's been staying with you, and I've wanted to help them out.
With what?
Well, something unfortunate came up in our books. So, it looks like Macario's house was foreclosed on when he was younger. Unfortunate.
What does that have to do with anything? Unfortunate, yes.
Well, how long's the boy been couch surfing?
They're not a boy.
Sorry. How long have they been couch surfing?
Not my place to tell you.
Alright. Well, the house is going up for sale. And unfortunately, we have seen that maybe they're going to tear it completely down and replace it.
Are you going to say that you're not gonna do that? Because
Well-
that is literally what you do.
Yes, I do. However, it's not my company that's doing it. They're going. It's what is it? It's like a tech firm. It's buying the land. So, I don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Poor Mac. How long has he been without? How long have they
They.
been without the house?
So what do you want to see?
Well, your place is in a perfect location.
Or
Land. It's very valuable. You can probably trade it. You can just move in with Mac.
I'd like you to leave now. Unless you have some kitchen business, I guess. But I've never seen you eat anything that didn't come out of a bag.
That's fair. Why would I eat your food?
You probably shouldn't. It'd kill you. Very spicy.
And suddenly he has too many teeth. His grin is far too wide.
I would like to roll to Jinx.
Yes! Yeah!
Get his fucking ass!
11!
Perfect. Tell me, what does your jinx do?
Courage coincidences on a 10 plus hold 2. I can spend my hold to do so many things. I want the target to lose something that I will find,
Okay.
and I want to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do. I will leave it to you whether that means interfering in this particular moment or interfering with something in the larger scheme of things, but interference nonetheless.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give you something halfway between.
Okay.
When you... He's not He's not going to do anything to you. You don't get the sense that he's the type of person to. But he is the type of person to try and scare you. But the second that you know that he's a spineless little wretch with too much teeth, you don't feel that fear anymore. And when you don't feel that fear, the game loses its fun for him. We'll talk soon.
Do we have to?
Why? I'll be at the block party.
I'm gonna block you from that party. I assume he doesn't speak Spanish. Does he?
No, but you notice his voice changed a little bit. And then he just sort of like, his face like rearranges back into his regular visage. And he's just like to see you try, Hui. I'll see you then. But I hope you can explain to Mac why you can't help them. And he turns around and leaves. But tell me, what does your magic look like when it interferes? When it makes someone lose something?
It doesn't look like anything. Huli's magic is extremely subtle. It is ingrained in them from like literal like centuries and ancestors like passing it down. Huli's magic feels like the wind and like a desert wind, almost grainy.
Gotcha. The only thing you get is like a slight flutter of this guy's like bright red sports jacket. As he walks away, a couple like cards flutter to the ground. Business cards.
Let me go pick him up.
Perfect. You sort of cast a glance over them real quick. You see his own business card. You see the business card of a tech company. Macro Hard. I'm so sorry.
That one took a bit to get in there, and then it didn't let go.
There forever.
It's there forever.
Mhm.
Wow.
So those two business cards.
No, and there's one more.
Oh,
Property appraisal. Russell. I had his name written down. I'm so sorry. Russell Kazram.
okay. Bradshaw is kind of like the neighborhood guy who does that. Like I assume he's the one who's been like sent out here to buy up as many properties as he can. So I
Yes.
assume there are lots of his business cards just around. Like he probably leaves them on like the community flyer table and
Yes.
stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
Is this one any different from any of those?
Yes. So you see, he usually has like neighborhood beautification or something like that on his cards. This one says lunar fixer.
I'm just gonna have to tuck those away in a pocket for now.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go grab one of his other business cards and stick it in a glass of water and stick it in the freezer. That's a
Hell
hey
yeah.
everybody, that's an
Hell yeah.
old magic trick for getting people to shut up and freeze in their spot, just so you know.
Yeah.
Free life hack for the chat. People you don't like.
Yeah, use that on my HR manager.
Hell, oh, listen.
This
Listen,
is
we'll
something
talk
that Julio has
after.
done before. There's another business card in another freezer.
It's just it's the same freezer, but it's like in the all the way in the back is forgotten from like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
same business card and everything.
Gotcha. I think it's about this time that class is over, people are reconvening in the community center. And the four of you are together, and Ray has joined you. V and Ray are like messy up to their forearms in red clay.
Me lava las manos. Go, both of you.
Okay. All right.
Disgusting.
It's red clay is amazing. It has great healing properties.
Pero no vas a comer, ¿verdad?
Wait,
No
tell me
será
more
la
about
tierra
it.
bendita.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, what did we say?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over y'all. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
He tried to like divert the conversation. Like, tell me more about its healing properties.
No, yeah. Holy steamrolled right over that. That was a
Yeah,
canon
it's over.
interaction.
Yes.
Go talk about it while you wash your hands.
See, Huli, so sorry.
I'm gonna get a little cookie cutter, put like a little shark bite in one of the tacos. Hooray.
Oh.
Ray looks delighted. He's like, "Ya regresamos," and he just, if it's okay, V, Ray grabs your hand and is just like, I got a washing station."
It is totally okay. The way V brightens up and is like, all right, let's go. He does not look at Remy. He does not look at them.
Where's
Mac walks in at this, walks in from outside holding they put their longboard, they lean it up against the near the entryway door.
They got a board place.
Yeah. And they look around, and then they see you, and they kind of jog over towards you, kind of walking around the other people who might be here, getting out of this class or whatever it is. And they don't really stop to talk or anything. They, if you allow it, just come straight towards you and just bear hug around you super tightly.
This is Juli is very much a touchy person, so if Max started coming and she put the plates down so that she could also wrap around them and just, hey, está bien, it's okay. Did you see a ghost?
They're still kind of around you and tucked into your shoulder a little bit, because they're a bit
Folded
taller than
over.
you. Yeah. Well, muffled slightly, in your shoulder. They'll say, yeah.
Oh. Okay. Juli will give them another squeeze and then just kind of Juli will let themselves be held by Mac for as long as Mac needs.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's too long after that. But at least from, maybe not from Juli's perspective, but from the audience perspective looking at Mac, there's this kind of desperate holding with like their hands, as if to try to really convince themselves that you are here, that you are here.
Meanwhile,
Huh?
oh, I was gonna say, and if you were at that same perspective and reading micro expressions, there is so much guilt on Huli's face and in Huli's chest.
I'm feasting.
Just that whisper of Bradshaw in your ear. Are you really gonna let Mac down?
I don't like how you do the voice. It's so scary.
It's so good and scary. You do it too good. But I think Mac lets out like a deep, like a big breath. And gives you like another little like extra squeeze, and pulls back and has a smile on their face. And says, we can talk about it after we eat. After we talk to Oscar, maybe.
Yeah.
It can wait.
It's gonna be okay. Like cupping their chin.
And they'll put their
And
hand
then-
on your face, on your hand.
And then with the other hand, Huli reaches over to the table and grabs the plate of tacos that are specifically prepared for Mac.
Remy, how does it feel to see just what's it called? Without like unconditional affection and care in front of you at this moment?
Not great, to be honest. They thought they had gotten used to seeing this, like, because they've known those two dynamics since they've been here and everything, but feeling a little achy and everything, and being the reason this time that they're on the outs with V, and seeing all that, and just like, it's been years since they've seen their family. They don't even quite remember what their family was. They've been this for so long. You know, a part of them is just very much like, maybe I should just go. Clearly, kind of thing. Like, I don't have to eat with them today. And they're kind of doing like the slow turnaround.
They get a plate of tacos in their hand before they can turn all the way around.
I just imagine Huli like, wah, 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 wah.
That's literally like Mac gets a special plate because Huli knows exactly how Mac and like Manny is my baby, yes. And like Manny gets a special plate because like if Huli's children get like their own special plate prepared, but everybody else gets like tacos scooped from like the big tray and like onto a plate. And then Reyes, which has the little bite mark cut out of it with the cookie cutter.
Yeah, so you have this plate of tacos in your hand, and you're feeling this type of way, and outside you see a bird struggling to hop around on the sidewalk and staring at you.
I kind of sigh at the bird, but I do turn and gracias, Huli. And yeah, I think they go out towards the bird with the plate of tacos. They're hungry because they don't actually remember what they ate this morning. But they go out to the bird. They do the same thing like they did this morning, crouch down. And then, so in case anybody's like watching, they like offer the plate of tacos to the bird.
Gotcha. And the bird looks at you, tilts its head a couple times, hops towards the tacos, and as it dips its head, you hear that voice. Look at you. So clever. To keep your secrets. Remember, Remy, no one will love you except for me.
I know, Hefe. I know.
Good boy. And like it squawks and like the head turns and it's trying to give its best approximation of like a proud father on its like on its bird face, and it just looks so awful.
I do think I try to, like, on like one of the tacos, like try to like transform that dark energy, like dark magic I collected onto it as like being like, see, I'm doing what you're wanting.
And there, the bird like jumps and flutters and it's just like, oh, you got a little drop of what I wanted. And it shoves its face into this taco. Like the bird like climbing into the taco, like making a mess, flinging the parts of this food all around and settling in. It's just like, yeah. You make me so proud. Now, it's gathering. This energy, it will be here. And I want it. It doesn't look like your body took it too well, though. You should find out a different way to give it to me. I don't want to lose my favorite Nahual.
Yeah, it was. To take a deep, shuddering breath because it hurts. Like it's really starting to hurt. This the harm they received taking the magic. There's opportunity. I will prepare better.
Wow. You see, this is how you always should have been. I'm so sad I had to teach you a lesson a year ago. And it's like laughing and bird chirping, and it's making the sound that you know it's not supposed to make, and it's deforming the way the bird looks. And it's just like, I'll give you a gift for acting so well for me. Dame tu mano.
They definitely have like a brief look of fear, and they stiffen, and then they slowly put their hand out towards the bird, and it's this. It is the hand that has the scar and the tattoo on it.
You should be more eager to be grateful instead of hesitating when I tell you to give me something. However, you've still done great work. I will still give you your gift. And covered in like meat sauce and a little bit of lettuce, the bird like swings its head into your palm. You feel a chill run up your hand, and it stings before it soothes, and you heal 2 harm.
Gracias. Gracias.
Oh, no worries. But next time, be faster.
Of course.
Good. The pain will help you remember. And the bird twitches and the wings fold at uncomfortable angles, and then it looks confused and like it's fluttering its wings, and it's just like like you can see that the bird is so upset to be in this fucking taco right now.
You better not eat that taco.
Yeah, and it hops, it tries to like hop out, and it definitely knocks another taco like onto the ground, and it hops off the plate, and it just like awkwardly like
Sorry, Birdie. And like we'll take the one that they knocked off, put it back on the plate, but like make that little bit of a divide of like, okay, this is the food we don't touch that has to throw away, and like here's the still solvable food. And they pretty much like realizing how hungry they are, that one last taco that's probably still good, they shove into their mouth, and they just kind of glance, like still crouched by the way, they still glance back towards like, you know, the center and where everybody else is at, and maybe they see kind of like V and Shark Boy like coming back and like sitting down, and they just sigh like, gotta remember your place, Remy, it ain't here. And they finally stand up and clutch their arm a bit, and they head out.
Gotcha. And one last view as Remy walks away from the center. People are sitting down to eat. There's a figure on the building across from the center. It is stooped low, and it breathes heavily. Its back, an arch, leaning down, ready to pounce. And you hear a howl. And that's where we'll leave it for today.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I love Maria's like muted like shits because you can just see it on how expressive their face is. I love the face journeys you guys go on.
Oh yeah.
I love the vocal journeys you do.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's incredible.
So folks, we're gonna let people plug. We are gonna start with Maria if they are okay.
I'm so great. You know what's great is that I thought I was unmuted, and I'm really glad I wasn't, because I was just babbling about how there was a bird voice, and then the bird voice was not the bird voice, it was the fucking dickhead's voice.
The bad
and I'm
man
just
voice.
the bad man voice, and now I'm just dying. Ah.
I cannot.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, hi, hello. You can find me everywhere at Happy Capster. I'm a variety streamer, TTRPG performer, and content creator, co-founder of Goblin Society Games. And I'm also in some other shows, such as Outcast and Outclassed, every other Thursday night if you like Pathfinder 2e. And currently I'm part of Abraxas' Precipice if you like The Expanse TTRPG on Tuesday evenings. And this show, which has been great. I haven't taken notes for the second half. No notes. Zero notes. Have taken no notes. There have been no notes because I've been too busy with my mouth on the floor. My jaw was on the floor. My mouth is still in my hand, but my jaw was on the floor.
I'm glad.
Okay. Hi. I'm everyone. My pronouns are he, they. I am a mess after that episode. Absolutely beautiful. But most importantly, you can find me anywhere as the Mythic Bunny. I am a freelance artist, video editor, content creator, variety streamer. By night, I am a variety streamer playing as a PNG tuber that is a jackalope who has somehow ended up in a library and playing games for your entertainment. You can find me here for a little bit, and then you're gonna see me in other shows, but I'm not gonna spoil that. So just keep an eye out. That's me.
Hola, as I go by Dynamoon Online, I use she, her pronouns. This was a great episode. I can't wait for more mess and stuff. You can find me on Twitter and Blue Sky at Dynamoon, or on Twitch and YouTube at XDynamoonX. You can also find me Sundays at Nerdgasm Noir's Twitch with the Reclaimers and all POC RPG. We're still working on Apocalypse World, the OG PBTA, where if y'all haven't played the original, you should. It's fun and weird, and it's both. I started watching Twisted Metal, and basically that's Twisted Metal. And if you haven't watched Twisted Metal, go see Twisted Metal. Watch Twisted Metal. But yes, that is me, and I cannot wait for more of going on.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Rena. I'm not using any pronouns today. I'm done. We used all of them. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Liquid Rena. The biggest things that I'm doing right now are a big YouTube video project that's going to be going up next Saturday, and a whole bunch of little things over on my Instagram. So at Liquid Rena on both of those and everywhere else. Please donate to our coffee. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do it.
Your cosplay thing.
So it's big. It's Lucian. It's
With the things.
with the there's a teaser post up. Go look at the teaser post.
Yeah. I'll find it. I think you posted it. I'll find it.
Thank you.
Where did you post it? I'll find it.
I post a lot of places. I don't know.
I found it.
It looks so
Okay.
fucking cool.
I need you to know those are like the photo in the back is not even like the current photo. It's
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
like I said. Anyway, catch me there I'm mostly on Instagram and Twitch.
Radical. And I have been your keeper tonight, the bringer of despair, the bringer of Shark Boys, and Jujutsu Kaisen hands. You can find me You can find me at Villa Vincencio on all social media platforms, but mostly Blue Sky these days. And I have a game tomorrow where I will play a Canary and wear gray lipstick instead of purple, and hunt down Darkspawn who killed my parents. And then on next Wednesday, it will be the end of an arc at Miss Lost, episode 20, Big 2-0, and some freaky shit's about to happen, so you should tune in on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for showing up. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me describe horrible things and sad things for people, and also pottery men.
Shark boy.
Shark boy.
Are we just
The
gonna chant ourselves out?
The shining beacon in this terrible, terrible time.
Ooh, ha, ha.
Thank you guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.